Yo, it's Mondays. Oh, no, it's not. It's Tuesday. Y'all, I'm jet lagged. I don't know what day it is, but I'm here,
No, it's
y'all.
not.
I
I'm
knew that
here.
was gonna be your excuse. As soon as you
I'm
said that,
here.
I was like, oh, he gonna bring up traveling. Watch.
Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, y'all, it's Tuesday, and so you might not know what it means, but I'm gonna tell you what it means. It's time for another episode of Marcus in the Man Cave with your boy Marcus and my beautiful, amazing co-host, the pride of Ohio herself, Miss Janelle Mayfield. How you doing?
Gosh, I don't think anyone's ever said that about me.
Out of
but
Ohio. That's LeBron James right
I'm
there.
probably not. I'm probably not the pride of Ohio at all, but that's okay.
We're gonna give everybody just weird adjectives today, and then we got the best man in music composition right here. We got Anthony Daniel. He's with us again. How you doing, man?
What's up, bro? I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How's DuPont Brass? How's everything going with the band?
Busy, man.
Busy.
We on a heater right now.
The price going up? Is going up?
It's up. It's up.
It's
Taxes
up.
going up too, but it's all good.
No, we love it. We love it. Love to have you back. It's been a while, man. Why have you stayed away?
Honestly, man, I haven't. It's not that I want to stay away from y'all. I've been trying to work on this set list for DuPont for a minute, and I just had really bad. Like when you make something that's real good, everything else that you try to make, you like comparing it to that. You know what I'm saying? So it just took me forever to like. I'm almost done now.
No, we love the fact that you're back. The show's just not the same without you, because I'd be the only dude, and it's called the Man Cave, so that could be kind of weird sometimes. love having you back, Miss Janelle Mayfield. Well, first of all, let's talk about this skin. Let's talk about this skin. It's glowing, it's radiant, and there ain't even no lights on in the room, and it's just bright and shiny.
Yeah.
The teeth are white. What's going?
Yep.
What didn't happen? She had an anniversary and a photo shoot, and all of a sudden, she's just flawless. What's going on?
You giving Stephen A right now in a good way.
I'm just trying. And
no, Stephen A be calling people out about their ties crooked and shit. Yeah. I hate that. Like
the whole time he got on a bright purple suit.
Exactly.
Like
but talking about the clothing, she got this top on, y'all. It's like quilted. What is that?
It's giving bohemian vibes.
Look at that.
You said Shein?
Yes.
Is it Shein?
I just found out that was called Shein like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I was calling it Shein.
I could be wrong. There's a specific way to say it. I could be wrong, but I said Shein.
No, I heard it on TV.
Looked it up. It says Shein. It's Shein.
Shein. But there was like this whole thing about like how you're supposed to say it.
Jared had been saying Shein forever. I was like, why he say that shit like that? But I just never said anything. I never said anything. That come to find out, he was right.
I was saying Shein. And look, I'm tired of seeing that meme too about you on a $1,000 vacation with Shein clothes on. Absolutely, I will be. Why would I not? What is the problem with that? Why
people just listen? Honestly, if you look at a post about LeBron, he's proof that just miserable people just want to miserize all the time.
What's up, DJ DM?
He can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, thanks for coming in here today. I know this was a kind of a last minute call. Sorry on the advertiser. But yeah, I want y'all to know I was traveling all last week. So I know I missed Juneteenth. I know I missed
where you were?
Father's Day. Yes, I was in Portugal. And then I was in in Greece. And then I was in Spain for a while. So I couldn't do a show. And then I know I missed Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to all the dads out there. I hope you guys were celebrated the way you deserve to be. Yeah, and happy Father's Day for all the dog dads out there.
Yeah,
you know, we raising some petulant little pups.
That's my son, man.
As Otto would say, as Otto Hightower would say. But we getting the job done. So yeah, that's what I was up to. So I had a good time. I got to see Ronaldo, like. I guess he's really big, the soccer player, football player.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So he plays for Portugal, and so they worship that man out there. Like I've never seen. Every store has like whether if they sell anchovies or soccer equipment, they got a jersey of that man in the window. Like the whole city of Lisbon just worshipped that man. It was crazy, but a good time. Janelle, what did you do over the extended period that we were away?
A lot of relaxing, going to the pool a lot. There's not much to do because it is so damn hot.
It's 102 degrees here today.
Literally, I've been trying to do everything early, and it's too hot to do anything early. I just
would y'all prefer 100 or 29 though?
100.
I'm gonna complain about the heat, but I don't want no winter ever. I will complain
because when it's cold, you can't put nothing else on. Like it's just when it's hot, you can jump in a pool or something.
Yeah.
You can sound like Bernie Mac. Jump in a pool.
You can do that. You can eat a freezer pop or something. Something to temporarily give you some relief. But that 29 degrees, it hurts. 29 degrees hurts.
It does. It hurts your face, your hands, toes,
everything. Winter is coming. No, it's not. Amira, mixed by Mira, she is in love with Christmas.
with winter, man. I don't understand it. Like, do you enjoy being miserable?
Do you follow her? Because she is like she's
an amazing chef. She be cooking.
I love food. Now I fly with her a lot, and like I be fat as hell when she be cooking. Like it's like the best and the worst thing at the same time. But yeah, she loves Christmas. Like all she thinks about is Christmas all year long. Yeah. And that's a beautiful spirit to have, I guess. But
it's nice. It's nice. And I think if you love Christmas, I think it's indicative of the fact that like you probably have like a really nice family and shit like that.
What she say? Yuande said, once you hot and you naked, then what? I'm only hot and naked.
Then I'm good. Then I'm
fine. There's AC, there's fans, there's pools.
I'm only hot and naked for one reason.
Being cold is awful, man.
I'm good with the 100. I'm good with the one.
Give me the 100. Give me the 100.
I just stay in the house.
The heat don't. But honestly, the heat. I was a camp counselor in North Dakota one time, working at like a music camp. And up there, yeah, right. Up there is really cold. So like it was like July and it was on like 80 degrees. And them kids were passing out. I was like, weak ass kids passing out over 80.
Being from Ohio, if it would hit 70 or 80 degrees and it wasn't like August, it's like a holiday. When I moved to DC to come to Howard, and I was like, wait a minute, it's still hot outside. Like, I told my mom send up my coat and everything, and it was like September, and I was like, oh, never mind, I don't need it.
That's crazy. But let's get in. Anthony, what did you do?
Over the weekend? We had a bunch of gigs. We had like 2 on Juneteenth, and then we had one Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
dang, so you just been working.
Getting our ass whooped on stage. Well, me personally, I think some people enjoy it, but for myself, yeah. I enjoy the creating part more than the performing part.
That's crazy. Like, and the thing is, like, y'all, first of all, go follow Anthony. Because this man, like, he's a consummate composer. Because the stuff you've been doing with like I don't know what you call it when y'all be splitting it up and y'all be doing like
I miss that. I know you're busy.
You need to get back. I know you're busy, but get back to that, man. Because I have like some of your stuff on repeat. Like repeat. I'm showing all my friends. Hey, look, I know this dude. And they were like, so I'm like, listen to what he's doing. Like, and then they like start following. So if you see some random people start following you, because I'm trying to put them on. But yeah, if y'all haven't heard DuPont Brass, man, go listen to them on any streaming platform right now.
And go follow them on their Instagram right now.
Instagram, yep, absolutely. He is a beast.
Trev, our PR people, she does an awesome job.
Trev, good job, Trev, on that photo shoot. Good job, nice touch.
Truly, because really, Trevor had the best June ever. If there is anybody that had a great June, it is Trevor.
Good.
Yeah, because it goes our anniversary, then his birthday, and then Father's Day. And I really, really wanted to celebrate him this month. So.
That's amazing. I love that y'all have that for each other. That's so great.
Yeah. And it hasn't changed at all. It's just staying constant. I love that.
When the first time I saw y'all together, I was like,
what was this? Was this your brunch?
This was many years ago. I don't even remember. But I just remember I was like, damn, look at how happy he makes her. I was like, that's gonna be the one right there.
All right, Joe. That mushy. Let's get rid of all that mushy stuff. Let's get to business. All right. This is an icebreaker for the day, y'all. And I want y'all all to chime in the comments because this is gonna have some people divided, I think. Here we go. Y'all ready? This is from Anonymous.
Okay. That means it's from you. Go ahead.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I told my wife that I didn't want any more kids, and now she's pregnant. I'm 47. She's 43. We already have 3 kids. 20, 18, and 15. Her brother just had a baby a year ago and she caught baby fever. She kept asking and I kept saying no. Not maybe, not possibly, not I'll think about it, just a flat out no. She just stopped taking her pills. She admitted it and even apologized to me for being dishonest. She said, but it wasn't fair to her either to not compromise or hear her out. Compromise? How you compromising this? You can't have half a baby. She is due in November and I'm being straight up. I don't want it. I'm on the verge of leaving because she betrayed me. My baby going to the verge of going to the 10th grade. My son just graduated, headed to college. My oldest is practically an adult. I'd be starting all the way over. So we're always arguing now. And so she sent me a text telling me the stress I'm causing her is putting the baby at risk. Whose fault is that? I'm not trying to hurt the baby, but she's going to be on her own with this pregnancy. Asking me how many doctor appointments I've been to. 0. And I don't plan on going to any either. I was about to retire in 3 years, but with a new kid and a college student, I have to keep working. Yay. I really feel like she's trying to trap me. She just really blew up my life with this one. I don't want her or the baby. She created this wave and now she has to ride it alone. What are y'all thoughts on this situation? Is the dude wrong for not going to none of the appointments, doing all this? Or is he right that she betrayed his trust by not taking the pill she's supposed to be taking? My thing is, man, why didn't you get yourself snipped? You could have ended all that from the jump. Don't worry about what she's doing. Get yourself snipped. We ain't got to worry about this. But also, she dead wrong. She dead wrong. And I can honestly understand him feeling like he wouldn't want to be with her anymore, like after doing something like that. Because now your whole life is not, now you got another 18-year stretch, at least, to get another kid from diapers to diploma. That's a lot. So Janelle, give your brother lead.
That's Anthony first.
Okay.
What's the question? What's the question?
So the question is he wrong in feeling the way he's feeling? Is he wrong for not going to none of the doctor appointments? Like, is the wife, like, is it worth leaving her for? What would you do if you was said man?
Man, that's a hell of a situation. I think some things sometimes you just can't recover from. So it's like, you know, she violated his trust in a very intimate way. So it's just, I think for me, it's like, I mean, if you're going to actually have the kid, then like, you know, I mean, I don't have no choice. I have to take care of the kid. Our relationship will probably be over though.
Like, how do you explain that to the kid when they get older though? Like,
I would just tell you straight up, hey, your mother low key sexually assaulted me because the terms I consented under were not the terms that we actually had sex under. So, you know, it just is what it is. But I love you though.
Yawande says snip, snip.
I'm traumatized in therapy.
Jazz said, but she didn't cheat. It's his child. But she cheated his trust though. And the fact that he said he didn't want a child and you decided to trick him into having one. At 47, what's 47 plus 18? What? He gonna be 65 years old when that kid graduate high school.
I mean, Robert De Niro just had a baby and he's 83. So
now, to be honest, my dad had me at 55, so I know something about old parents. It is not a game having old parents like that, and you young and you trying to rip and run around, and they tired. Like, so, like, don't. I feel like she wrong. Trev said better stay in that child's life and pay that support. Yeah, but see, that's the other thing. You leave and now you on child support because you didn't want to.
It's actually smarter for it would be. Well, I'll wait till it's my turn. Go ahead.
Trev said, not the child's fault. Lula says it's still his responsibility. Things still happen even when you try to protect yourself. Sometimes has to be there for the baby. But I think it's different when someone lies to you. Like, that's a different. Is it his responsibility because she lied? Like. But Jazz says she agrees with Lula. Janelle, do you agree with Lula?
So first, I'll say this. I think you really have to look at the entire situation. They've clearly been married for a long time. They already have 3 kids who are very much grown. The way in which she betrayed his trust, it's not like, oh, we've been married for a few years and like she got pregnant after we had said we didn't want no kids and it's like our first time. But, and I'm not saying that people who aren't married can't feel how they feel, but as someone who's married, you can ruin someone by doing that. Because for all we know, like, it's not that he doesn't necessarily want to take care of the child. He didn't want it at all. Like, he's proven that he's a good father. He's proven that clearly he's in his kid's life. They all go, he said they're going to school, they're doing this. Like, he's not a bad man. His wife, excuse my language, she fucked up. And she's completely out of pocket to stop taking her birth control and not let him know that. We cannot be in a society where we say, my body, my choice. My body, my choice. If I want to have an abortion, I can. If I don't want to have an abortion, and I'm not trying to denounce that movement because it is very serious, but we have to respect men's bodies as well.
Thank you.
We have to.
And that's what I was going to say. I'm not trying to cut you off, and you can finish your statement, but to DJ DM, she said, I don't think she wrong. He shot the club up. He shot the club up thinking that it didn't matter if he shot it up. Nothing was going to happen. Now, what if a man, my thing is, now, what if a man told you he had a condom on and then he took it off and then he shot your club up? How would you feel about the baby you're about to have because he lied to you?
And also, we're married. Like, this ain't like we're just dating. This is my husband.
To me, that's not fair to say it's okay when a woman does that and then it's not when a man does it. Kristen said, take care of the child. Absolutely. But they had an agreement not to have any more children. He will never trust her again.
I meant
Lula
to say,
said, yeah, definitely not trusting her again.
I meant to say, as far as the child support, I was going to say, Trevor, I think that he could possibly either sue her or make her pay him child support.
Oh,
in some way. A lot of men, and Trevor knows what I'm talking about, there are men that, like, I've said this before, that I know personally, that they have children in situations that they didn't consent to, like having a child or even having sex. Things happen. And I just feel like because they were like, the justice system's not going to be on my side because I'm a guy, like, we have to reverse this narrative. We have to want like fairness and justice for everybody, not just women, not just men, for everybody.
Yeah, I think so. She's saying, DJ DM is saying, but birth control isn't 100% effective. We know that. And if we have a kid while we're both taking some kind of birth control, then that's an act of God. And I can understand it. Like, damn, I'm having another baby. It's different, though, when you lie to me and tell me you still taking your pills and then we have a baby. That's totally different from it not being effective. Entrapment. That's entrapment.
But on the other side, yes, if you're going to really not want to have kids, snip that thing. It's reversible.
Yeah. And why would you want to have a baby with someone who doesn't want the baby? Like, that just seems weird to me. Even if it's your husband, if he doesn't want the child, like, why would you bring a child into that?
Because some women do go through this, and I don't necessarily know if it's true for men, but after a while, like, some women do go through this thing of wanting just like the smell of it. Like, they want a baby, just like they just want it so badly. Like, I understand how she felt, but she should not have done that. He shouldn't have did that, man.
All right, so last question. Does he have to is he obligated to take care of that child now? Just put a yes or no in the comments. Y'all can throw that in.
I think technically no. I think legally no.
Why not?
Like,
I mean, because even like you said, even if she would, I am curious. Maybe where's Tony? Like, I need a lawyer to like tell me.
Don't do it wrong.
If she lied about the birth control, does that automatically make it like?
Because it's like, because on the opposite end of that, it's like if we get pregnant, if me and my partner get pregnant and I want to keep it and she wants to get an abortion, like she has a right to get the abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so what right does a man have in the situation?
Like, you have a right to not be present.
Yeah. So
this might be the one time.
So everybody's saying legally, yes, they're married. She said, don't do it raw if you don't want a kid. If it's my wife, I want to do it raw. They're married. If I'm
married. Like y'all, come on now. Don't do it wrong.
My cousin Jared. I'm not trying to
It's just the way that you said. It's the way I ain't trying to.
He said betrayal of trust, not leaving my wife for anything, but I'd be upset.
When people say that, when people like, I will never leave, don't say that. You should never
be there. I'd be there for my baby because the baby is mine, and blood and family is very important. I would be skeptical of certain decisions when we disagree for a while. We'd have to square that out ASAP before our baby gets here. Yes, God would say yes. Not sure what the courts would do with this one because they were married.
Listen, y'all be saying God would say yes. I know y'all ain't read the Bible because
you do be saying no.
Hello, like, and that's why they even wrote the New Testament, because the Old Testament was showing God to be way too like wrathful. God will be shutting y'all asses down. Don't play that. Like,
don't act like she wasn't being deceitful though. Let's be honest, and that's my thing. I really feel like if the guy was on the other side of this whole argument goes differently. Like if a man tricked a girl, took the condom off, got you pregnant, this will be a whole different conversation.
Listen, and if we really want to bring in God, the Bible literally says that of all the sins, even though sins have no weight, God hates lying. It is like his utmost, like, worst sin. Do not lie. Her lying to her husband? Like, come on, y'all. We cannot like just sit up here and be like, it's okay.
What an icebreaker for the day, y'all. Y'all just marinate on that for the week.
Heavy ass icebreaker.
Sorry, yo.
Bad for that person.
Sorry, yeah, but I feel for brother.
And the kid.
Kristen says she absolutely was. That's unfair to him. Very unfair to him. Anyway, let's talk about Black person of the week this week, and I want to give a shout out to a 16-year-old.
Immediately,
somebody said I'm getting side.
I'm going to the street.
Yeah,
you owe me this side chick.
The 16-year-old Quincy Wilson. He's from Bullis High School, outside of Washington D.C. So he's a D.C. guy.
Where's the high school?
Bullis. He's from Bullis School, the Bullis School, outside of Washington, D.C. He finished 6th in the 400-meter relay. I mean, not a 400-meter relay, just the 400, with a time of 44.94. 44 seconds, 0.94 milliseconds in the 400-meter final.
Maryland has a lot
of... If y'all don't understand how fast that is, he's running Olympic athlete time as a 16-year-old in high school. He's got the fastest time of someone under 18 in history now. And he finished 6th, and there's a very high possibility the 16-year-old could qualify coming this weekend for the Olympic team. So, and he made a joke. He was like, if I keep this up, I don't know when I'm going to get my driver's license. So he's just living in the moment. He said it's the happiest day of his life right now. So he's just enjoying it. So shout out to him. Quincy Williams. Quincy Wilson, excuse me. I hope you make it and do DC proud. That's pretty good. I think that's
Marcus,
real good.
You were a track runner?
I was. I never ran anything close to a 44. I never went sub 50. 400, 4x4, 4x8.
When you after you do your best time, like how does your body feel? Like you feel like
horrible. I threw up immediately. Like I didn't even make it to this, like all the way to the grass. I just like projectile straight out into the like literally, and then I collapsed to my knees. Like
damn.
Literally. Like and I ran a 52 something, and that was the best I ran. This man is running 8 seconds faster than that. So, man, I don't know what they put in these kids like that Similac when they kids now. I don't know what's happening, but they're getting fast. Them kids get fast. Another sad thing though, since Anthony's here, man, a sad thing to talk about. Inside the NBA is gone next year, man. Next year is the last year of Inside the NBA.
I'm literally,
and it's just breaking my heart.
Done.
And Charles Barkley said next year will be his last year on TV, period. He said he's going to retire.
Why would I even watch? LeBron about to retire? Why?
Shut up, Trevor. Trevor, get off. Get off, Trevor.
He got
get off. Years. Get off the channel, Trevor. Get off. Kristen said, hey, oh, they're saying hi to Delilah. Delilah got a birthday coming up, y'all.
Yes, birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, birthday girl.
Birthday girl. You ran cross country, Jazz. How'd you do? How'd you feel after you ran your best in cross country? That was a dumb running for me. I ain't running across no woods and stuff. I need to be on paved track. Like you ain't gonna have me out there running over hills and stuff.
If I was gonna run, I would have to run cross country because I'm not fast. I just end up outpacing people.
Because you can stay consistent.
Yeah.
You can't see the course in cross country. If you get left, you get left.
They have the flags. They have the marker.
But there be flags all in the area, and like if you don't know which way the flags really going, like you just be running in circles out there.
I love running.
Not
track.
me.
That was my jam.
Yeah, that Similac got crack in it now. After I had my son, I cannot run no more. Well, you did a service to the planet by having a child, so I love you for it. Cancer season. It's cancer season. I don't even know what that means. Anyway. Let's talk about
horoscopes. I don't know nothing about that.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for playing Not Like Us 6 times in a row and everybody going with it. I'm gonna say something very unpopular right now. I'm done with it. Would y'all enjoy
that? Would y'all enjoy it?
I would actually kind of not enjoy that. I would not enjoy that.
Only in that specific
setting
situation. Yes. Outside of
if I paid for a concert here in St. Louis for you to do that, I would be like, yeah.
5 times is a lot.
But was it 5 or 6?
It was 5.
July 2nd for you?
He did it 5 times to represent how many WAPs there are.
What is a WAP? I'm sorry.
Oh, wedding. Oh.
I think it's just like his sound for like hitting Drake. Wop, 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 wop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. To be completely honest with y'all, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the beef. That's okay. That's fine. Once you pass 30, it's just.
But now people are saying that he actually, they're trying to say Drake won now because now they're trying to say that Kendrick is still infatuated with like going at him and Drake's not saying anything anymore. So he's like he's still on your mind after all the beef. Like it's over. Like
if that's the case, it's a lot of people that we could sit up here and say are infatuated with people because there's some people that have been talking about the same folk for I don't know how
long. I mean, when you got millions of fans, they will spin something in your direction every once in a while. So
yeah. Before Cole ended himself, he ran that Crocodile Tears back to back and ran it a few more. He could have. That's fair. But shout out to him for doing that. That was some real. That was probably one of the blackest like concerts I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I like about Kendrick. I think that he just
about who?
Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
I think that he just and y'all know I love Drake. But I think that the way that Kendrick just really loves the Black community and the way that like he really talks specifically like directly to us through his music and like the way that he thinks, the way his brain thinks about the Black community, I think is really dope.
Trev said he turned Drake to a dad.
You need to be a dad. His son can't read. Did y'all see that? Like, come on now.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
No. Let's not.
No, let's move on.
I mean, Anthony, this was like a post from many years ago, but like I don't know if it was a joke or not, but the little guy was like getting interviewed, and then he was like, "Can you read?" He was like, "Nah, I don't."
How old is he though?
I don't know, man.
Hold on.
Jazz said, "I love Drake, but his response to the eggplant leak threw me left."
Right, and Jasmine is way more of a Drake fan than I am. I used to hate him, and she was just in love with him. And I was like, "Ugh."
I like old Drake. I like Drake from 2008, 2009.
I like old Drake. Say what's real, Drake. That was
he's 6.
Man, you should be able to read. Remember those books with the like aluminum foil lining? Them Fisher Price. Remember those books?
You know, it's really hard to find like a lot of stuff we have to like DIY, but like to find simple like flashcards, like I have to like go online and search for them. They're not just like in the store. It's so hard.
Yeah, see, Jazz said not the kids. We ain't going for the kids. We ain't gonna do that.
No.
Anthony's first day back, and you trying to go at people's kids. That's what you do, Anthony.
But no. I'm on Anthony's side because Drake hit that child. And Drake be so pitiful when it comes to these beefs because he be opening the door and then as soon as someone say something that he don't like, it's just like, oh my God. I feel like that's how he argues. Because Drake's like voice. I feel like that's how he argues. Like, oh my God. Like, I don't even know how to do it.
Probably. He does have a certain accent if you like.
Also, Adonis better not ever say the N-word.
Okay, let's talk about some things we watched over the weekend. Which one you want to go with first? Which one we want to go with first?
Go with the sad shit first, please, so we can.
Okay, let's get the sad.
Well, I'm gonna say I've watched so much, so.
Let's talk about. Hey, have y'all been on Netflix? Netflix, man, stay coming with the stuff. But I want to give a shout out to one thing first. Did y'all watch the Reading Rainbow documentary with LeVar Burton?
It's so far phenomenal.
So good. Let y'all go watch that. That's another thing.
Great history. Yeah.
Takes you back to your childhood, makes you feel all warm inside. Go watch that. But also on Netflix, there is a show called Tell Them You Love Me. It's a documentary about a black man who has cerebral palsy and a few other things.
He's nonverbal.
He's nonverbal.
And he was diagnosed with mental retardation.
Yeah, yes. I didn't want to use the word, but that's what
it's
medically called at the time. Yeah,
with,
at the time. With medical retardation. So he has someone, he is introduced to a woman who specializes in facilitated communication. It's a kind of a pseudoscience where they use this typing machine and hold the person's arm and help them facilitate typing letters to form words that then form sentences and then help them communicate. Delilah said, "This is what I'm here for." And he's in a diaper.
Yes, he was in a diaper.
Oh yeah, he's in a diaper. So y'all know where his state is. He's 40 years old in a diaper.
He's 40 now.
He's 40 now, but he was in his probably 30s at the time. Because that's 10 years.
Maybe younger than that.
It was 2011. So he would have been 29, 30 at the time. So around there. Either way, he's grown. So you can kind of see where he is. Anyway, she facilitates communication with him. And she starts telling the parents all the mom, she's a single mom, like all this progress he's making, that he's talking. He starts going to college courses. Now, this is all after the son and the mom have never seen him communicate at all his whole life.
Going to African diet.
Yeah.
To get upset.
So now he's like
African American history classes with him and speaking for him.
She was going to African American history classes and speaking for him, like with this fake little keyboard thing. Anyway,
would answer for him and say that was his answer. But there was one time where he was pissed at her for whatever
she wrote that. She wrote that.
You don't think he got upset?
No, she's smart. She knew the device. So for y'all, the device they use it's called I forget what it was called. It started with the N, I think, or whatever it was.
It's like a keyboard.
Yeah, it's a keyboard, but it records everything that's ever typed in it. So my theory is she typed all this stuff to give her an alibi, give her a reason that he typed this. He said he wanted to do these things, not me, when she's the one that's really typing them. Period. But anyway. So she types all this stuff. They end up getting real close. And she's married, by the way.
To who? Say it.
To another black man.
And
she has kids. 2 black kids with this.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, this is happening while she's married.
While she's married, she's helping him.
Husband has no idea.
Husband has no idea. So all of a sudden, she says that this man with cerebral palsy, nonverbal.
Don't say it like that.
But I gotta lay it out there.
I know.
This man with cerebral palsy, nonverbal,
whoops,
mental retardation, came on to her. He came on to her.
Why don't we be violent with people no more? I'm sorry.
And he asked to kiss her, and asked her to kiss her again.
Stop saying it like
because
you sound like Bernie Mac right now, dog.
I'm bewildered at it.
The whole time I wanted to whoop.
The minute I heard that, and first of all, she kept calling him the man.
The man?
No, but start over. She says, I don't even think he actually told her, I want you to call me this.
Yes.
I don't think he ever even told that.
He never said that.
Because they said only the people that were extremely close to him that he really loved, he would say that. And I'm like, girl, no, he didn't tell you that.
And first of all, black people don't say the man.
She said it the whole hour and some change.
She says the man. We be like, hey, D-man, what's up? Like B-man, D-man. Like fat. We say stuff like that. We don't call you the man. But she said that every single time. And anyway, she said he came on to her. And then he asked her to take her shirt off and asked that she could touch her bosoms. And then said, take the rest of your clothes off. And this happened in the mama's house while she was at Sunday service.
Whew, Jesus have mercy. Because I got to kill you.
And then they was riding in the car and listening to the gospel music, and this white woman had the nerve. Now, if you know you don't do one thing in a black woman's car, if she is listening to gospel music, you go along for the ride.
Wait, can we like pause this and break this up into parts? Because you telling a lot.
I'm trying to give an overview because I want them to go watch it.
I know, but you miss. No, they had plenty of time to watch it. We talking about this. It's been on there for a minute. That's your fault.
How long has it been on?
I don't know. I didn't see it till this last week.
It's been wrecked. So I had started maybe a month ago. I watched 5 minutes of it and I turned it off.
It's a series?
No, it's just one episode. But it just was not the time for me to watch it. And then
Delilah says, I'm really not trying to be mean, but like, even if he had no disability, I'm not sure about her attraction.
Is that not what I just said before during the pre-show? I was like, it ain't no way that woman, and that has nothing to do with him. There's no way on God's green
That's
earth.
what I said, Jazz. That's what I said. But then it turned into a fetish about, okay, disabled black man, because that's who she worked with. And she just had this fetish about doing it. Like, anyway, so at that moment in the house, when he takes off all her clothes, apparently he got so aroused that he told her he needed a timeout.
Stop it, Mark. I'm turning off.
He said, I need a timeout. I'm getting too. He said it's overwhelming.
Marcus, please.
And then he asked her, do you think it's possible that we could make love? Now, ain't no black man for
thank you. I don't care how much cerebral palsy he got.
Said,
ain't no Negro talking like that.
Perhaps it's possible.
Right. Maiden, may I please remove your cloth from girl, yeah. I will punch you.
Lay thine cloth at my bed foot. Speaking of a bed, we're gonna get to that anyway later. But no, she says that happened, and then they have relations in the house for the first time.
She said we made love. I would have leapt over.
So at some point, does her husband like find out?
Can I tell that part?
He used that big word.
Can I tell how her husband finds out?
Yeah, tell her.
He finds out the day she gets arrested.
Yeah, so she gets arrested for it.
So she goes to D-Man's house and sits in front of his mother and says, I love your son. We've been having sex. I want to leave my
No, we gotta stop. What she said, do you want to tell them or do I?
Or should I tell them?
Talk. Knowing he cannot communicate.
But she says all that. And his mama, who is very much a black woman, she responded, was like, excuse me. Now, I think she should have flipped the table and choked her. But from then on, she said, you can't see my son anymore. And then one day the mom calls this woman and is recording her, asking her, how did you have sex with my son? She's using that as evidence to give it to police to show that her son was raped. They end up, first of all, she actually got fired from before the police even arrested her. Rutgers found out because she was a professor at Rutgers.
Was it Rutgers? Yeah, that's the school.
Her before, they fired her before she even got arrested. They fired her and then she got arrested. And that's how her husband found out what she was doing on the news. And he wrote a letter to the judge saying all these awful things about her. Yeah. But I'm just like, sir, why was you with?
So the brother of this man that's unfortunate, that went through this unfortunate ordeal, he talks about it. And he's the one who kind of set all this up because he had seen a video about facilitated communication, found out about this woman, and basically introduced her to the family.
Yeah, he made me cry.
And like, she's leaving her husband to try to be with this man. She's like, he doesn't want to live at home anymore. He doesn't want to be with y'all anymore. And the mom's
leaving
just like,
numerous voicemails. Like, when are you going to let him come outside and play? Every day And she just kept doing it. I'm like, the audacity you have to be calling this woman's home.
And the brother said, well, the part that killed me when he was like,
please.
His brother was acting different at home. He didn't know why. One day he takes off his brother's shirt and he just sees scars all up and down his
he was changing his diaper.
Yeah, he's changing his diaper. Yeah. And he saw all these scars up and down his back, basically from where she had this yoga mat in her office that she was working with him in. And she would lay him on the ground and basically like,
and she was proud of it. She said, well, there's plenty of room in my office.
Yeah.
She said, I just moved stuff around. I bought a beach towel to put on the floor and we had a mat. She was smiling.
She was smiling about sexually assaulting this dude. But trying to pretend it was consensual. And she's like, what did she say? He's every bit of a man.
He's every bit of a man. This was real life.
Real life. Made me throw up, man.
Exactly.
We gotta wrap this up.
I only felt sorry for the one woman who had cerebral palsy, but she was verbal and she could actually live her life. And she was defending the woman. And I know why. It's because when you're in a situation like that, you want to be loved for you. You want to have find a genuine relationship. But I think she wasn't seeing it in the prism of this man isn't as capable as I am. And he can't advocate for himself. And she took advantage of that. And so she was sentenced to 12 years. Yeah. So she got sentenced to 12 years and then got out on a technicality, which those lawyers should have seen coming. They should not have let it. But basically, she didn't get to put any evidence forward in court. And a judge at the state Supreme Court said, you have to give them a chance to defend themselves. You can't just lock her up.
But I mean, she has to be.
She's a sex offender, though.
She's a sex offender, and she's has to be supervised for the rest of her life.
Yeah, but she can't do her job anymore.
She was like, "I tried to get a job, and they wouldn't hire me." Girl, you a rapist. Like you really that? And she was telling the story. That's what made me turn it off. When it comes on and she's talking, I'm thinking this is just someone talking, and when you realize that she was the offender, I guess is the word to use. She was the problem and she's sitting there smiling the whole time. I wonder if there were other people she's done this to. And I also wonder how often like people like this are being taken advantage of because they literally cannot talk. Like that's when I was like, I wonder how many people during that time, even now, like how many people were taken advantage of for people's sick impulses.
But anyway, she gonna get hers. That's all I would say. She gonna get hers, and it might not be in this life, but it will be in the next. Like that is, I don't know, because that's
never good enough for me. When people are like, "Oh, they'll get theirs," that's not good enough.
But to me, it's like part of me, and I know it's wrong, wants to blame the mother and brother because it's like y'all know him better than anyone. You've never seen him communicate for.
But they really want it.
No, you really want to see. You want to believe it because you want.
No, I'm saying they wanted the best for him.
They wanted the best for, but at the same time, she's talking about this man is in an African American studies class. When were y'all gonna wake up and be like?
But there were other people doing it when he was first doing the facilitated communication. There were other people with him, and he had a black facilitator at one point in time. It wasn't
the black professor of the class was like. Oh, I never believed it from the day one.
Yeah, but even in that situation, she pissed me off too. Because if that was the case, why didn't none of y'all say nothing?
Because who are you to say that though to a parent whose child is finally out in the world? Like you, hey, I know your kid's in my class,
I'm saying
but I'm letting you know.
If I had said, if I'm a professor and you're being put in my class to do this, and I think we should move on. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just feel like I would reach out to the program and say, I don't think that the student is actually answering. Like I can't give you a good grade or whatever when I don't believe you're actually answering. Not necessarily to the parent, but like.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Well, let's move on to the fun stuff now. Yeah, so go watch it, y'all. Go watch it. Come back on the page and tell us what you think.
I'm not watching that shit.
I was gonna say, or don't. It was tough.
It was tough to watch. I had to pause a few times and just punch the air. I was just like, I don't know what. But man,
Color Purple was like the last sad movie I saw. I was like, you know what? I'm over this sad movie shit. I can't do this.
Yeah, at least that was a movie. This was real life. That was even worse.
What's not real life is House of the Dragon. It ain't real life, but man, is it good. If y'all haven't been watching the show, we have had 2 very good episodes to start in the season.
They've been all right.
Man, this last one was good. And the Reds, the black side, they didn't really do nothing this whole episode for real. It was all the Greens just being ridiculous. Anthony.
Oh man.
So if y'all watch the show, everybody hates Sir Kristen Cole.
Everybody hates.
Somebody needs to make that into
somebody should
immediately.
You should do that. Go ahead and do that first. But everybody hates Kristen Cole. But Anthony decided last night, 2 nights ago.
10 toes.
Tell them the proper timeline, please.
Can I tell him?
No, let Anthony tell the proper timeline. Anthony, go ahead.
I'm about to open up our messages to make sure you tell the truth.
Go ahead. Just let him go. I just let him go with it. Go ahead.
This is what I can't even say this with a straight face. This is what I said, y'all. Basically, Kristen, before yesterday, I felt like Kristen Cole was getting, what did I say? Unfair hate.
Unfair hate, yeah.
I felt like he was getting unfair hate because basically everybody magnifies his fuck ups, but we don't acknowledge like how this character got to this point and who was like a driving factor in like getting him there. Is this on Netflix?
This is on HBO Max.
This is on HBO Max.
We're in season 2.
So Anthony and I got into a deep conversation, which I always appreciate conversations with Anthony. I do.
It was long, yeah. I was almost late to the gig. I was like,
we got into this deep conversation because I was saying how I don't necessarily think the hate that he receives is unwarranted or new. We are going back and forth. And then what does he do on the next episode? Show his whole, but let's actually break into the episode.
Okay, this was my thing. This was my thing for Kristen. So number one, because people like they hate Kristen and shit. And like I get it, like you can have your character who you like and you don't like, but I just think just for a House of Dragons in particular, I just find it kind of funny that like people have, I don't know like quite the right word for it, but it's like people are very they have selective outrage when it comes to the things that people do right and wrong in House of Dragons. Like, for example, we were talking about Daemon. Like, Daemon is a shitbag, but somehow like people love him though. Like they don't see how he was, you know.
Daemon about that got life, okay? He be ready, okay? That's why.
I hate Daemon. Like Daemon is from the first time I seen him put that necklace around Rhaenyra, I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Kristen said, I do not like that his name sounds like mine. Damn.
Is it because of Rhaenyra's age? Because I feel like everyone was doing that.
What?
The Targaryens were doing it.
It's because it's his niece.
But
all the Targaryens do that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. It's like Daemon does something wrong, and y'all like,
no. But I mean, we're setting it in the context of the world, though. In the context of that world, that is normal for them.
Okay, I understand that. I still just think it's just like, I don't know, man. I think it's kind of fucked up that you pray on your niece, and also,
but he prayed on her to get to the throne, not necessarily.
Yeah.
He prayed, and that's also my thing. It's like, okay,
he thought it would strengthen his claim.
Okay, like incest is normal, fine. Child molestation is normal, okay. But
so I mean, they used to do it in the real world too.
You said you gonna let your boy.
I did say that. I said that.
Not Zoolander, Trevor.
But what was I about to say? Oh, he's been playing Rhaenyra this whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but even I, for a second, thought like, oh, he might like, it's his niece, but I thought he might really love her. But you're right. He's been playing her the whole time.
He's been playing her this whole time. He's been acting like Uncle Scar, trying to sabotage her and shit. And she just falls into it every fucking time. It's just like, when are you going to wake up, bro? I do think that Rhaenyra has grown a lot as far as like just being a moral and upstanding person. But I just think it's too little too late. I think like.
Do you think her son had to die though? I thought that was outrageous.
I think her son had to die?
Somebody had to die.
Aemon gotta.
I think that was a bad choice for her to send. I still think that.
She didn't send them.
They asked. Thank you.
She didn't send them.
They came to her and was like, "This is what we want to do." And at first, she was like, "Huh?"
And she said, "I want Aemon Targaryen." She didn't tell them tonight, get your shit and go get him. She just said, "I want him."
She gave she gave vague like directions after being gone for days. So yeah, they just jumped at whatever they could.
But the issue is that she sent them as messengers, and normally during that time, if someone verbally says,
You talking about Luke, Marcus? You talking about?
I'm talking about Rhaenyra.
I'm talking about Rhaenyra's son that was killed on the.
You talking about little baby
Lucerys?
Luke?
Is it Lucerys? Is that his name?
Lucerys is the one that got killed off the dragon.
Okay.
He had went to.
He got swallowed up.
Yeah, like he was supposed to be protected once he said, "I'm a messenger," and Aemon disobeyed that.
But Aemon was in the fetal position, saying that he regretted it.
Oh my god, that scene was disgusting.
He said,
"He gotta eat."
He said, "Ooh, he regretted. Why is his mouth always like this? Like all the time."
The way he looks really makes me uncomfortable, but it's perfect because it really does make him look like a villain. Like he looks like a villain.
The name of the show is House of the Dragon. The name of the show is House of the Dragon. Thanks for paying your bill. She said she just paid her bill. She getting back on.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
Aemon is one of my favorite characters.
In what way?
He's one of mine too, though.
No, but in what way? Like
he's the only one that gives Daemon.
He is the antithesis to Daemon.
I don't think he's the antithesis. I think they're the same person.
Well, he's like, I mean, yeah.
I think he's the only person that Daemon is scared of because he knows he's just as ruthless as he is.
But if Daemon is Lord Voldemort, my bad. Kobe just farted. Kobe be farting loud as shit over here. My bad.
I didn't hear it. Why you had to out your boy like that?
I don't know what you're referencing, so if I don't laugh or anything, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Never mind. I know.
No, say it.
Even when y'all fuck with Harry Potter, never mind.
I know Harry. I watched all of them. I know what you're saying.
If Daemon is Lord Voldemort, then I think like Aemon is like the Harry Potter. Like he's the only one that can beat him. They're just similar enough, but they're also very different.
Yeah.
To me.
And I think Daemon actually respects him because at the dinner table in Caesar 1, when they had that big fight at the dinner table, and it seemed like they was all about to come together, and he was like, "You have good children, and they're so strong." And he said that. Everybody else at the table went up in arms. Daemon looked at him and smiled. Like he respects that Aemon will.
This is just a shitbag. I think Daemon
I think Aemon respects someone like that.
And just be.
It was funny at the table. Everybody was looking at him. He was just like, I might have done it. But shout out to the dog. The dog got his get back because he got kicked in the last episode. Then he just watched his boy hang.
But the dog was sad, man. I feel bad for that. Every time I see a dog get hurt on film, I take it extremely personally. I'd be ready to call Peter.
I just hope they get a really good check. I hope that the dog gets a really good check and they're eating the finest of the foods and snacks.
Yeah, but I just gotta say though, Criston Cole, man. I mean, I really think this is a
direct reflection of, like I said, I think this is showcasing how some men deal with rejection.
No, really, it is. The guy that didn't get the girl he want, now he got to trash her to make yourself feel better. Like calling her the bee queen and all that stuff. Like, bro, you was all in that. You gave up your chastity. You said, "That's all I have to my name." That's what he said on the boat.
But I think that's why he hates her though. And I feel like it's.
But you keep doing it.
That is my.
First of all, how old is he? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's my point. Is like it's like Criston is objectively undefendable. Like he's fucked up, but it's like I do think that Rhaenyra shares some culpability in the development of his character.
Fair, but my thing is, if you were really serious about what you say you're serious about, you would just rededicate yourself and not mess with none of it no more.
Criston is 12 years older than Rhaenyra.
Instead, you just doing all this extra. You playing all these games.
But I'm saying if we're going to talk about because you were saying how he was so young, he was 12 years older than her.
Listen, okay, this is
right.
A baby.
Criston said this is all because she didn't leave the throne for him.
And that's what Girl,
hold on.
Like,
that
what
was
made you
really my
sell
whole
spices?
You think
You
I'm
said
about to
you
walk
said
away from this bag?
he said let's
for
get
your
on this
penis?
boat. He said let's get on this boat and we can go sell spices
Nah,
in this other country and be
And
broke.
here's my thing: you think because
Like-
you and listen, if my mom's watching this on Facebook, it's all right, girl. You think because you dick me down one time, I'm going to lose this serious bag, the kingdom?
Hold on. Okay, so let me say this.
Sir,
Let me
please,
say
you
this.
are not that cute. Your hair
remember
might
when you
be.
said? Remember when you said, "Have you ever been poor in love?" You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Okay, that's fair, but I was referencing something specific.
I know.
I was talking about like we've been up and down before.
I know that.
Let Anthony paint the picture.
Okay, this is the thing about Kristen. The things that y'all saying about him are true. The point that I think we're just kind of like glossing over is like Kristen's poor. So number one, he doesn't have like a real sense of like what all that Rhaenyra has to lose. I feel like I don't think there's any way he could like really fathom.
You don't see that big old castle?
What he was asking her to do.
You don't see that big old castle in the background?
That 7,000-ton dragon?
Okay, I get that.
The money? Sorry.
But I'm just saying, I just don't think like he could really.
But is that Rhaenyra's responsibility to know that? I'm just curious. Is she supposed to know that at 12 years younger?
If you let me finish, I will give you the answers that you're asking for. So look, so he has the idealistic thing going. He's got the game fucked up, and then like we have to acknowledge a little bit like Rhaenyra is his boss, so it's like whether he wanted to dip in that sentiment or not, he was coerced. That was coercion, I would say. Why?
Now, I would defend Kristen in this, and only this. Like you said, he came from nothing, and she awakened something in him that he did not think was possible. Because as a knight, when you swear into the King's Guard, you swear you won't have sex. You will be chaste. You will not, have relations with women. You won't father any children. So he had signed that away, that possibility away.
Right.
And then Rhaenyra did bring that. But after she said, now that I've been named heir,
I can't be fucking with you like that.
I can't be messing with you like that.
And that's where he should have just been like, okay,
he should have been like,
I'll let it go.
That's the game. I go back to my career. You do your thing.
But there was a question. There was a chance she was going.
In his mind, he was like, I risked all this stuff because I loved you. So,
But he went too far.
This is why I did that. Kristen is wrong.
He said, I sullied my cloak. I sullied my cloak.
Can we talk about he was coerced? I don't even know if I'm saying that properly. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, because like his boss,
let him on.
His boss is asking him to have sex with him. That's coercion. His boss is his boss is propositioning.
He was 12 years younger than him.
It don't matter. It doesn't. That's like
your argument when he was talking was they were so young.
That's like saying Ime Udoka. It doesn't matter that the lady that he had sex with is 12 years older than him. Like he can't have the former head coach of the Celtics.
She was what?
Just hold on.
No, I didn't hear you. She was what?
If the lady that Ime Udoka had a relationship with, the staffer, if she was older than him, it still wouldn't matter because it's a conflict of interest because he is her boss. So he can't proposition her like that.
I hear what you're saying, but do you really think they were thinking that way whatever year this was?
Just because there's no HR department doesn't mean there's no violation of human rights.
No, they didn't even know what human rights was. Did you see how the people was living?
Yes, Janelle, but that doesn't mean just like your lack of awareness doesn't make a lack of existence. Like it's still wrong.
Anyway, Otto Hightower. Let's talk about Otto Hightower too. If there's ever he's the new Tywin Lannister. If you watch Game of Thrones, he's basically playing the same character, kind of. But this man used some adjectives that I ain't never seen used in such a manner against his own grandson. He went a little bit too far, but this is the bed he made. Like he put that boy on the throne, and now you realize he is king. Whether he's smart about it or he's not, he is the king. You made this bed. And the way that man said the word trifling just took me out. He said, "You impetuous, trifling little." And then he said, "Well, Christian Cole acted. He did some action." And then he's like, "What did Sir Christian Cole do?" And then he found out he sent a twin brother to go kill another twin brother.
That's
now to me,
that's when I lost
faith. Was really, really sad.
Now, as a twin, maybe not identical, but as a twin, I can't imagine fighting my twin. I'd win, but I don't want to ever have to imagine like doing that. And my thing was, I was hoping that it was gonna be more of a brother. I'm here, like, look, I'm here to kill her. But if it means I have to fight you, I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's just not. So take me prisoner, do what you got to do, and then hopefully they were gonna reunite. I was hoping it was. I was like, they're just not gonna kill these two characters with so much. To me, those characters had so much promise going for it. Because just earlier in the episode, Damon had talked to him and was like, "You let this happen."
Game of Thrones, don't get attached to nobody.
Don't get attached to nobody. And I got to remember that now. And for them to die the way they did, and when he turned around and said, "I'm sorry," like that was a strong moment. And to me, it should have said something to the Targaryens that y'all all related. Every single one of y'all related. And the little fight they had to me it's like a prelude for what's about to happen for them as a whole, like their family as a whole. Everybody's about to be killing everybody. And it's about to be sad. And they don't think
Rhaenyra is gonna win. I mean, just
I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win.
Prediction.
So there's actually TikTok. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all, but there are parts in Game of Thrones where they tell us what happens to a lot of characters in this show, like how they're ending. It was all throughout Game of Thrones, and I was like, dang. And people have been
tell us about it. Yeah, they tell us about it. And a lot of the flashbacks too tell you about
something that is a topic that I don't ever see people talk about. The fact that Alicent upholds her son being a rapist throughout this whole show.
Who? Which
Alicent? Aegon.
All the Targaryens are rapists. Even Viserys was.
No, but I'm saying we're just talking about topics that are like trending about this show. It's just so interesting to me to see a woman who knows that her son is literally raping girls left and right constantly, and she just goes and gives them the tea for the abortion. Like, it's just very powerful, not in a good way, but like to see a woman be doing this, because normally it is a man. But
she's got to protect her position too. She got to protect herself. She's not doing it for them.
But again, she ain't protecting.
Because you saw when Aegon was crying, when he was boo-hooing by the fireplace, she went and said, "All right, let me go get some dick," and went right back on in the room with Kristen.
That scene really irritated me. I didn't even think it was necessary, honestly.
I didn't think she was going to do him like that. I thought she still retained her motherhood in some capacity,
and that's what I said before the show, Max. Speaking of my twin brother just showed up. He said Rhaenys Targaryen could have ended this all before it even started.
We've been saying that. Yep.
But then the show would.
But she didn't want to kill no kids. Yeah, the show would be over. But she didn't want to kill no kids, and I think that's what it was. Because they all related too. You got to remember, these are all blood related people.
They related. They're all related, but they don't care about that. So
I know they don't care, but I think some of them do. Some of them are good. And Aegon, if you look at Aegon had a chance to be good. Aegon had a chance.
Do you think the way he responded to what happened wasn't?
No, he had every right to. He had every right, but he messed up when the funeral was brilliant. By his grandpa, brilliant move. Mm-hmm. Get everybody on your side, but then you turn around and now, I'm going to send an assassin to go. Like you're about to ruin everything. You're about to ruin everything you just built.
The funeral was so interesting though, because it made me think about how often like famous people do things like that, like parade, like someone died and we're just supposed to be like so up in arms.
I didn't see some of these comments.
So sorry. And I'm like, I don't even know them. Huh?
Trev says they care. They're trying to keep that bloodline. Absolutely. Jazz said, off topic, next episode, Marcus, we need a tour of the man cave.
We've been asking forever.
Absolutely not. That's
I'll tell you though, not my house.
Maybe. I'll think about it. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. But if Jacaerys would have married that daughter before he died, he might be here. True, but also it's partly Rhaenyra's fault too. Luke was too young to be going to do what you asked him to do. Period.
Thank you.
You sent him to the Baratheons.
I don't think logically. I'm sorry.
Like,
how is that not logical?
You're not. It's because it's the fact that you're not wrong. But that's not how anyone, not just Rhaenyra, no one was thinking that way at that time. They were marrying off and getting these girls pregnant as soon as their period
She said
started.
no the beginning. She said no in the beginning. Like, no, I'm not going to send you. He begged to go. You knew this boy sucked at riding his dragon. He sucked at riding his own dragon. And you want to go ask him.
Was anybody's fault but Aemon's.
It was Aemon's fault. But if you just send somebody responsible, you didn't have to send a daggone dragon. Just go send somebody you had the Valerians on your side. They got a whole fleet of ships. Send somebody on a fleet of ships to go talk to the Baratheons. They literally are up on the shore of the daggone cliff.
Is that logical?
You didn't have to send your boy. Luke was too young. He was too young to even get married. And they were getting married young back there. She was like, we'll betroth you to him when he get older.
Everyone was, it wasn't just Luke.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting
married. Everybody was getting married but him. They said he was too young.
No, he was with that.
They said when he came, they said he was betrothed to her, but he couldn't marry her yet. Okay. And they said when he reached age, he would be the new Lord of Driftmark.
So Janelle, you're saying that basically like it was fair game to send Luke out into the world because people started their adult lives a lot younger back then.
I don't like it. I don't think that it's like a good thing, but yes, I think that that's just how times were.
Well, so we can wrap this up.
They were once you hit, like for girls, once they hit puberty, once they had a period, they were considered a full woman. Like you're ready to get married, you're ready to have kids, you're ready to do all these things. And I think they looked at boys.
But she was older than her. She was older than him. So
when she got married?
No, the one that he was promised to, Elena, or whatever her name is, he was younger than her.
I think my only thing is just like I'm not gonna send
a little boy.
Like Marcus said, you're not that good at riding your dragon yet. You just too damn young. I don't care what the fucking Baratheons down the street doing. Yeah. Yo, young ass.
Especially because you're asking him to beg for an army, basically. Beg for men. Beg for help.
Well, it's not the fact that Aemon was told, do not touch this boy, he's a messenger. That's not the reason why he's dead.
I'm not sending my child out when I know that Aemon's out there lurking on the
No, I hear that, but I'm saying none of this is to blame on Aemon at all.
Trev right.
You haven't said.
Trev is right. He said, I told you that when he pulled up and saw that big dragon, he should have went home.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, it was too late by then. It was too late.
When you saw Vhagar, you should have been gone.
Yeah, it was too late.
Grand opening, grand closing. Turn around.
And then another thing. The fact that Alicent thought a fair response after her son killed Lucerys is to send some letters.
What else she gonna do?
What was she gonna do?
Because they were saying, did y'all pay attention? They were saying that's why the response was the way it was, because she just sent some letters, she didn't go and actually like.
If she had a win, her ass
up. I know that, but I'm saying she was so shocked at the response. I'm like, girl, like y'all talking about them having common sense. Like she thought that wasn't gonna respond.
I think that she thought, of course, they would go for Aemon. She never thought they would kill a baby. That's where the response is. If they had killed Aemon, she probably would have been like, I'm mad, but it was Aemon, and I understand why they killed him for what he did.
I don't even think she cared.
She even lit candles. She lit a candle for Lucerys.
Grandchild.
Yeah.
She lit a candle for him. She lit a candle. She knew it was wrong. She was like, he shouldn't have died. A candle for Lucerys, and then go back to.
Or is it because in the midst of him getting his head cut off?
No, she did that before.
Died in the crib.
Yeah, I know, but before
his head cut off, she was riding Kristen. Is that why she felt bad?
No, the episode before. I mean, she
have sex and mourn at the same time in the same.
Yeah. Two things can be true, but just so we can end the conversation, I think what's going to happen next, my theory how the show is going to go, I think his daughter, what's her name, Bela,
who's
Daemon's daughter, the one the black girl that she just sent to go watch King's Landing, she gonna get shot down by one of them scorpions, and that's gonna
all the black people and just protect them.
I think that's gonna bring Daemon back. I think that's gonna bring Daemon back, and he ain't gonna be playing no games no more. Oh yeah, and Arax was her dragon's son. So when they were on the beach when she found the body,
back on Rhaenyra's side.
Yes.
He's like
he might not respect her, but he hates the High Towers more than anything.
You don't think that he would just try to start his own way of trying to get the throne?
No.
I think that will be.
They try to make Rhaenyra beg him to come back. Like, but he's gonna be loyal to his brother's bloodline.
Are you asking us this already knowing what's going to happen though?
I don't know what's going to happen at all. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen, but for some reason, I just feel like once Daemon is done,
Daemon gonna come back
once he's done with someone, like he let that black woman kill herself. Like I think when he's done with,
she chose to kill herself. She chose to kill herself. He didn't let her.
I know,
she
but
chose
at the same time, before that, when she was like, "I do not want to have my child here," like he was. It's like once the woman gets to a certain point and he doesn't want her, it's a wrap.
He is a womanizer for sure.
Oh yeah, but all of them were. He said it to Viserys. He's like, Viserys, man, we used to go bang all through the 7 kingdoms. Like and then if you look in this episode, in episode 2, when they go into the house where Aemon all curled up in the fetal position, you see one of the girls with white hair in there dancing. Well, she's probably one of Daemon's or Viserys's bastards.
Your sons are bastards, and their mother is a whore. Hey, he stood on business, man.
He sure did.
That really is that goes down as an acting moment in history.
That and then her father coming to sit the throne. That was probably the 2 most powerful moments in that episode.
When he took 20 minutes to walk.
Absolutely. Because he loved his daughter. He said, I'm going to sit the thing and talk about you.
That was a beautiful display of like, I am standing on 10 toes for my child. I don't care what you say.
And even
Daemon, have to do my man Viserys like that.
But even Daemon, with all that mess he talked about his brother, he had to put the crown on his head after that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to stop talking today.
I can't wait till Daemon dies.
He's not.
I don't think he's going to die. I think he's going to die like naturally. Like, I don't think anybody's going to kill him.
Nah, he going to get killed.
He deserves that, I think.
He gonna get killed, and watch it be old Crispy Cole that do it. Watch it be someone like that.
I think he deserves that.
I think all the Targaryens deserve it.
Incident or something else.
All the Targaryens deserve to die.
He's very bad.
No, I know.
But, but notice all the characters.
My bad. What'd you ask?
Is there a specific incident that you?
Shut up, Trev.
This was the moment that I realized Daemon got to be out of here.
Hey, Trevor's stupid. That's stupid. But no, I think the characters that we quote the most, that we love the most, are always the baddest characters. Littlefinger, all of those characters that were terrible like that, Tywin, all of those, Ramsay, all of the quotes that we quote are from the bad people. Thanos in the Marvel Avengers movie, like we love bad people.
Fully wrong though.
Stop. Anyway, moving on to end the night.
I don't know if you think about it.
Let's move on to end of night.
Hold on. Just the one thing on Thanos. Couldn't he also multiply all the resources?
He could have.
But that's what I'm saying.
So he was wrong.
No, what I'm saying is his actions were wrong, but his thought that there's too many human beings on Earth, I didn't disagree with that. I was
is it too many? Or you can just make more stuff.
Killing folk.
Just make more stuff.
The universe is infinite. You could just make
more stuff. If you can shape reality
to the government, because
but that's not infinite.
No, I'm being funny, but what I'm saying is I understood what he was saying, but the actual.
My bad, that was me. I'm sorry.
No, it was lightning. It was crazy.
I was gonna say, but the action, like just choosing to kill everybody, no.
Can't create atmosphere. Yes, he can. He can create anything with the space stone, the reality stone. Like he could do anything he wanted. Anyway, I had someone. Oh,
where are you at again?
I'm in St. Louis. It was 102 degrees today.
Rain that way? Come here, please.
It's not even rain. It's just thunder. It's crazy. But no. I had someone tell me that Alicia Keys' Tiny Desk was a top 5 Tiny Desk concert. That's why I wanted to throw this in here. I just wanted to. Oh, you saw who said it? Okay.
Wait, is this on Facebook?
So no, I had to give him the list of people that should have been even over her. Like, and that aren't even in the top 5. So I wanted to go around and say, everybody, what is everybody's favorite Tiny Desk concert? I know Kirk Franklin and Janelle, you're gonna probably say that one. So we got the Kirk.
That was my first one.
That was your first one?
Oh, that was her first one. Just because at the time I was going through postpartum and it was a really tough time, and he dropped it at the perfect time. Literally, it was the perfect time. Like in the midst of COVID, who else would like Kirk Franklin for a Tiny Desk? It was
I thought you were saying that was the first one that you watched, but that one is up there. That one.
Oh no, that's just like one of my top ones.
That's same.
Okay. So I gave him just 2 that were over her, in my opinion. Jasmine Sullivan and her were definitely over Alicia Keys.
Yeah, easily.
Erykah Badu was
Alicia
definitely
Keys
over
had
Alicia
a tiny
Keys.
desk. I'm not even gonna watch it.
I didn't even know she had one. Babyface was over Alicia Keys.
Babyface,
Charlie.
Tank brought
Charlie
that
Wilson. Tank was being stupid and he was annoying. He was getting annoying. But
but he was singing though. Tank is really, really annoying.
Can I be honest?
A phenomenal singer.
Can I be honest about Usher's real quick? I felt like Usher's arrangements were bland.
Okay, I didn't know what you were gonna say.
You got 25 horns and you're all playing in unison.
No,
it was like Usher's was a little bland. I'm sorry, Kristen. You said Usher, but
the saxophonist from Charlie's was
Charlie Wilson's was nice. It was fun. It felt uplifting.
It was
Anderson .Paak, probably my favorite one. One of my favorite ones.
I don't like the rapper tiny desk like that, but
no, he's got vocals though. He can sing a little bit, so it was nice. I
was gonna say, I don't think Anderson
look at it.
Sing, but I think he's really good at what he does. Like
he makes
really fun music.
Just go look at it.
He's really.
I think it's really good.
I'm not into his music like that, man.
No, I would never be like, play that Anderson .Paak.
I love Anderson .Paak.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, play that Anderson .Paak. No,
I'm good.
I think I just need to go listen to him.
When have I ever thought to
The Weeknd just sounds like a great value version of Michael Jackson. Like, and
Michael Jackson's not that good of a singer. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody
says. Anthony, say it again, please.
He's right.
Again.
He's not.
I get into arguments about this. I'm like, y'all, stop playing with me.
I got in that argument at work.
Ever been asked to sing the national anthem?
Thank you. So people at work, I got into an argument about them. I said, there's a difference between a vocalist and a singer. Yeah, and y'all need to know that. Like, y'all need to know the difference to me. Like, and people. I feel like Michael Jackson's the first person I ever knew that sang better as a child than as an adult.
I think that has to do with trauma, though.
And nose jobs. Yeah. He really isn't. But yeah, I think there was a lot of other tiny desks. So I don't know why y'all want to hang on to Alicia Keys being this great singer. She was good at one point.
Y'all just
I think when you steal somebody's husband, something's got to give.
When people talk about their favorite tiny desk, there has to be some type of like qualifier sometimes. Some people really key in on lyrics. Like people love Taylor Swift for her lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
What lyrics?
I don't know.
No, so here's what I realized. Taylor Swift speaks to a very, very specific group of people, and it's a large group.
Yeah.
But whatever she is saying, she really hits them in a space that like Beyonce does for us.
The unwashed.
Like, I'm sorry, let me not even say like Beyonce because
she talks to the unwashed.
But she really does. But when it comes to like vocals, and instrumentals, and maybe that's just because we really are deeper into music than others. I don't know how they do it.
I was talking to someone on Facebook about it, and he was just saying like culturally, like the performance is just more important to Black people in general. Like, if you can't sing, I don't care what the lyrics are. Like, it don't.
I'm not paying to stand there.
If it don't sound good, then I can't be a part of it.
But she also can't dance. She also there's nothing. If I'm paying, I need to be entertained. I have ADHD really badly. You gotta keep my focus, or I'm ready to go. Like I cannot. I don't know how they sit there and watch just very dry. But listen.
She said, "Don't do MJ like that." Anyway,
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I want to talk about one mental health thing. It's a Men's Mental Health Awareness Month in June, and I know June is almost over. But yesterday, Roy Jones Jr., the boxer, revealed that his son passed away from suicide. And I know that's a very tough subject. I know many people grapple with that decision, but he made a comment that I understand he's in his moment of grief, but I think we need to stop saying, which is, there's nothing that's so hard that you want to kill yourself for. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
You're not in the position. And what does you saying that do to help somebody not want to make that decision? Because now what you're saying is you can't even perceive your reality correctly. So why would they now want to live? Because you said that. Instead, why don't you say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Is there anything we can do right now that can change that? Is there any place I can take you that may change your mood? Something other than, well, that's a selfish decision. You're not thinking about the people that love you and stuff like that. Do you really think people that commit suicide don't think about the people that love them?
Yeah.
They just happen to think.
Yeah. You're talking about Roy Jones, bro.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, I don't think. I wish he wouldn't have said anything.
I'm just saying,
boxer, but maybe not the most emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like, you think they don't think about their loved ones. The fact is they do. They just happen to think that they'll be better off without them. And you saying stuff like that reinforces the point that they believe. So if you don't know how to talk to someone who is having those ideations, please learn places that you can point them in the direction of, and just shut up, because you're not helping. Janelle.
I just wanted to add to that. I know oftentimes that we think that we really can help people who are suicidal. But once someone is at that point, there's nothing that you can do. Like, once someone is ready to take their life, there's really nothing that you can do. And I think it's more so like really trying to see the signs. Sometimes you can't see them at all. Not blame yourself. But also, like you said, like, there's a lot of resources. Like, there's a helpline, 988. You can text it, you can call it. There's like, I do campaigns on this for work all the time. There are a lot of resources because a lot of people are struggling mentally right now. No matter how rich they are, no matter, like, there are a lot of people struggling mentally right now. And I think that, like, we really have to learn how to give grace, and also just learn to shut up.
Yep.
He didn't have to say nothing. He didn't have to say nothing, because right now he's making it about him. Sir, don't say nothing. Yeah. We also don't know how people grieve. Like,
definitely. Anthony, you got something to add on?
Nope. I mean,
no, it's just the way you said it.
No, just like y'all said, like, I'm a firm believer in, like, if I feel like, you know, I don't have anything valuable, or I don't know enough information to have an opinion, sometimes, like you said, the best thing to do is just let the experts do the talk.
Just shut up. With that being said, y'all know I got to leave y'all with something positive and uplifting and fun for the night. And I'm going to leave it like this. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason you can't hear what I'm saying is because you don't clean the wax out of your ears. I saw that AirPod come out your ear.
It's yellow and crusty.
It looked like you dipped it in mustard. Clean your ears. And in that little divot too, ring that rag around that little divot. I seen them flakes fall off. Clean them up. You keep turning up the volume on your phone. It's not your phone.
It's your ear.
It's your ears.
Just crusty.
They make the little solution you can squirt in there now. Wait 5 minutes. Take the plunger and squirt the water in there. It comes right out. There's no excuses for you to be ringing your finger in there, making that little noise on the bus. You should never.
Bro, come on, man.
With that being said, we hope we see y'all again next time. Same place, same time. We love y'all. Be kind to someone and reach out to the men in your life and tell them happy, not happy, but just check on them for Awareness Month. Like, you never know what we're going through, and men hold a lot
and
inside.
After Awareness Month.
And after Awareness Month. All year long.
All year long.
Yeah. And maybe we'll see Anthony again sometime this year, y'all. We'll see Anthony again.
I'm gonna be here, y'all.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.